with a can bag. Back in hand, got a welcome flag. By the coffee cups and the chrome that they he's catching every word that they want to say. From the old street cruiser to the newer ride, there's a story in the paint and the doors outside. Laughter in the air, no one's in a rush.
You all right, Paul?
Just a friendly chat and a bit of hush. You can't have no loving on the street tonight. Sharing good story in the morning light. Coffee on the table, smiles all around. Every engine's memory makes a warm hometown sound. You can have no loving, let the good times play. Turn real life moments into a brighter day.
One owner talks about the nights he seen. Red and blue reflections in a polished sheet. Another leans back with a grin so wide, saying if it's got all the hood has got.
Terry asked a question, they answer true. About the long road work and the brotherhood too.
Morning, boss. How are you? You all right? Yeah.
With the lamps on
Oh,
the
we will.
tube and the notebook clean. Oh, you can't have no loving on the screen tonight. On the screen, sharing the story in the morning light. Coffee on the table, smiles all around. Every engine's memory makes a warm hometown sound. You can't have no loving, let the good times play. Turn real life moments into a brighter day. It's not just better, it's a life lived well. Every bash and bumper have a tale to tell. And when the laughter rises over paper cup, you can feel a whole community lifted up. UK9 loving, oh, UK9 loving on the screen tonight.
How are you? All right? You all right? I'm sorry. I was in the
All around, every engine's memory makes a warm hometown sound. You can have no one, let the good times pass. Turn the real life moments into a brighter day.
This is 3 unfortunately. I had 4.
You can't have no lover. You can't have no lover. You can't have no lover. You can't have no lover.
Radio check.
You can't have no lover.
You filthy.
Good morning, UK 911 Media Productions. Here we are. We are at Exbury Club in Hampshire today, my local club where I'm a frequent visitor to. We're here today just to support their annual Fete they have. It's not a huge event, but we'll try and get you some footage of the day. And plus to come, I shall give you what normally would be the 6 monthly update on what's going on. But we're into the 7th month now and into 8th month. But so we'll give you an update on what's happening as far as Big R, UK 911 Media Productions and everything else associated. Give a bit of an update later. So today I've got with me Bob, got Paul, and we're joined by Rosco today as well, Paul Stock. So I'm sure you'll see some images of it all as you go along. So, won't be a long content, but I hope you enjoy.
All of them near, that's my patch year after year. Sheriff of the New Forest, I keep the peace out here. Mud on the lane and rain on my hat, a nod to the walkers as they pass. Old blackthorn fence and a horse on the rise, apple cheeks and steady eyes. At the farm shop I take my seat, cup of tea and lemon drizzle cake. A smile, a wave, a word or two, then I'm back on the county route. When the shadows stretch too far and a stray drifts past the bar, I hear the bell and set my course calm as a ring of oak and moss. Sheriff of the New Forest, I keep the peace out here. No gunfight, no grand parade, just an honest job I've made. A steady hand, a watchful eye under that wide Hampshire sky. Home is hoof prints in the grass and a slow ride by the gorse and sass. If you need me, I'm nearby on the edge of the pines tonight. Sheriff of the New Forest, I keep the peace out here. Sheriff of the New Forest, ponies safe and clear, donkeys, cattle, all of them near. That's my patch year after year. Sheriff of the New Forest, I keep the peace out here. Cup of tea, lemon drizzle cake, then one more round before it aches. Sheriff of the New Forest, that's the road I choose to steer.
So if I go in the arena, if we do 2 laps, making as much noise as we like, I'll pull up in the middle, and if you guys just want to carry on circling around me.
10-4. 10-4.
Just going to slowly move forward.
He's running a bit behind.
Yeah,
He's got 2 more categories, but you're all good,
You
yeah?
should never ever delay a sheriff from his duties, you know
Exactly,
that, don't
it's terrible, isn't it? I think you should...
you? What we're going to do is, so we're going to go around, do 2 laps,
Yeah.
making loads of noise,
Yeah.
because Jim said he wants loads of noise.
Yeah.
Then I'm going to pull up in the middle, then
Yeah.
I'll come and grab a microphone,
Yeah,
while
love
and
it.
these guys are just going to keep
Love
circling
it.
around.
Love it, and we got your Terry.
What's the SP, Terry?
She's just come over and told him he needs to get going now. I don't know if you heard, he has just apologised and said he's speeding it up so we can get in there. And I have pointed out, obviously, Paul's dog is getting a bit too warm in the car.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Kill the sirens, guys. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Exbury, a club I do support. First and foremost, tell you a bit about myself. My name's Terry. Spent 23 years. Most of you who probably live in the area has probably seen the car around. I am a local resident in Hythe now, and my car is a Ford Crown Victoria, built in 2011. And it has got show plates on it because someone keeps copying my number plate and getting me in trouble. So that's why you can't see the number plate. So my car, it's a 4.6 V8 petrol engine for those that are car buffs. Top speed, if I tell you legally it says 130. It does more than that, but I won't quite disclose how much more. It's a 250 brake horsepower, and this is a multi-purpose car. So second car is Bob, who's got the other Crown Victoria in black and white, Johnson Police. Bob actually brought this car into the UK himself, and all the work that you see Bob has done himself. Exactly the same engine as mine, And as you can see on the front of Bob's car, it's just got the single push bar in the middle. The idea of that is if you break down on the highway, rather than the AA or the RAC come to help you, your local police department comes and shoves your car off the road, basically. That's the bottom line. If you want to talk to Bob about his car and how he imported it, we're just over by the bouncy castle. Come and have a chat, we'll tell you more about it. Second car I have with me today is Paul, who's come all the way from Reading today just to join us. And he's got his best buddy in the back of the car, who's quietly looking at us all thinking, is that lunch or is that dinner? I'm not quite sure. He is actually harmless. You can go up and salute him, I promise. So this is Paul's Plymouth Fury. And some of you probably think, oh, I've seen that sort of car before. Dukes of Hazzard being the typical one that people do come up with. Again, if you want to speak to Paul more about his car, we're parked over there. Paul will be really happy to talk about his car. And his nickname is Tennessee Two Pens. I'll explain that. If you look in Paul's top left-hand pocket, there are 2 pens, but they're not pens, they're fake. So that's how we got his nickname. And Bob's nickname is Officer Bob, and they both have their own records made of either one of them, which we use on the YouTube channel, which is UK 911 Media Productions. So that really, in a nutshell, is the 3 of us that we have here today. And if you want to come and have a chat with us, we'll be over there. We'll do a few more rounds just to keep Stacey happy, because she likes the noise. The neighbours may not, but she does. So I'll hand you back to Stacey.
Oh, you're welcome.
Just keep going round. Just keep going round. Just keep going round.
Tell me what you know. County line coffee. Let the real one show. From the bass to the backseat, that old radio glow. County line coffee. Let the whole thing roll. County line coffee. That's the way it goes. County line coffee. Where the true talk flows. County line coffee. That old radio glow. County line coffee. Let the whole thing roll. County line
See you later. Well, that's it from the Exbury Fete today. As I say, not particularly long video on that particular subject, but tagging along on this episode, I shall bring you updates of all those connected with myself and Big R. Thanks to Paul and his good buddy, and Bob for joining me today. As they know, we were very much appreciated, and a great thanks from the Exbury Club. to the two boys. As you can see, Paul's in front and then Bob. As we make our way away from the Exbury Club back to our respective homes, and again thanks to Paul for the drive down. Paul's got a little way to go, and
I've got a left turn in 1 mile, is that correct? That's correct.
left at the pub, Paul, then right, then that'll take you straight to the main road. So thanks to you both for coming today, really appreciate it, and I'll catch up with you both very soon.
Right, good to see you, Terry. I'm a serious man. Cheers, Terry. See you later. Keep coming, Bob, clear. Keep going.
Well, hi from UK 911 Media Productions. Here we are in August of 2026 already. I just thought I'd come on and give an update on things connected with myself and Big R and various groups we're involved with. So we normally would do an update on our Devonfest trip, which we do with South Coast Cop Cars earlier in the year. Well, as most of you who have subscribed and watched the channel regularly, you know we've had that weekend, and it was a very good weekend. Behind the scenes of that, some events have taken place which I won't go into detail, but it involved South Coast Cop Cars and also involved SV Lights. Now, there was nothing between the two of them. We as a group work very closely with Terry Cooper and his team at SV Lights, and we 100% support them. The issue was elsewhere, a third party. All I would say is that third party made things a little bit difficult to carry on with the way things were going. So a discussion was had between myself and Dean, and Dean took the correct decision that temporarily South Coast Cop Cars would be shut down, which those of you that are subscribers to the group will have noticed that the Facebook page clearly indicates that the club is currently, shall we say, asleep. Hopefully Dean won't mind me mentioning, I did catch up with Dean before him and Sharon gone off for a break, and I, for whatever reasons, forgot to mention that I was going to do this. But just to reassure you, Dean and Sharon are very much still on the scene, both still going to keep the cars, thankfully. Dean's not been great, as most of you know, most of you have seen, but he's turning the corner, and I'm there supporting him as best that I can. So, what's going to happen, you all say? Well, there is a plan in place. As you know, we've got UK 911 Cop Car Network, which has been going for some period of time now. I had to do a similar thing myself back last year, where due to certain individuals, the club started to have a reputation that we didn't want, so we put it to sleep. But it has been sat quietly in the background, and some bits and pieces have still been going through there. We've still got the membership that we have, had all this time. That's why probably some of you that are members in both have seen that we put some messages up on that group on behalf of South Coast Cop Cars because of the reasons I've just described. So moving forward, Dean and Sharon will be back in action the end of this month. We've already got a couple of events that we shall be attending together. Then we're going to sit down and have a chat and see which way forward we're going to go. There is an idea, and I've had dinner out with Dean and Sharon and we've discussed that idea, but I think until they're back, I think it would be fair for me not to comment on what the thought process is. But trust me, Dean and Sharon are most definitely not disappearing off the scene, which I'm personally glad that has been a decision, because it was through no fault of their own that an issue arose. Some of you will note out of that trio that we've all known, one person is going to be missing, and that's a decision that was made for reasons that it would not be fair or right for me to disclose now. I think there are a few of you that know the reasons. Certainly the boys and girls that were in Devon with us will know. Let's just put that to bed. Just wanted to make you all clear. South Coast Cop Cars, as it was, will no longer. However, Dean and Sharon definitely will still be around, and a few adjustments have been made with a different name. I think that's as much as I'd like to say at this point on that. So let's move forward. Big R, boom boom. As you all know, beginning of the year, new transmission rebuild. Car's driving an absolute dream. Wonderful. Although this August actually had one event on first. Got nothing now until the end of the month. That was partly down to my own choosing, because Dean and Sharon aren't going to be around. So South Coast, we didn't really have anything in the diary. And also, very excitingly, next Saturday, so that's Saturday 8th of August, the Crown Vic's finally getting some upgrades in the wiring system within the car, and we are going to look at revamping the whole centre console the best we can, and that is going to be with the thanks of my best mate Nick Davis. You all know Nick. I'm going down to Cwmbran next Saturday, where we're going to be joined by young Ben Williams. He's back on the scene, and hopefully his two cars will arrive back in the UK this month, which is all very exciting. So Ben's going to come and join us, and also going to have some new rubber corners put on the Crown Vic, because the original tyres unfortunately are cracked and perished quite badly now, so it's time to move on. And I've opted this time around for the rest of the season, I'm not going to spend a fortune on tyres, because there's other things I need to spend out on. So that's Big R, doing really well. I'm over the moon with the build, and since then my local garage have rebuilt a couple of others and done some work on some others, and are going to be happy to help anybody that needs that help. Although, as you all know, I live down in the New Forest, so for some of you that might be a bit of a journey, but perhaps a journey that might well be worthwhile. So I am in the studio, which is our guest room as well, hence there's no backdrop at the moment, because we've just had the granddaughter stay over for a few days, so I've just jumped in as we are, just to record this before returning back to work tomorrow. So just wanted you all to know that obviously there's been some issues in the background. It's all been dealt with. We're moved on happily. One thing I would like to bring up, and I've been talking about it ever since. So quite a few of us in the cop car world went to the Rock and Ribs event a couple of weekends ago down in the Bath and West Showground. I've got to say, fantastic weekend. And finally I was able to meet up with some guys that I know Facebook wise, know by name, but never met up, and we did. And in particular, I'd like to say big thanks to all of those guys for making me feel so welcome. It was an absolute pleasure, and I know that although we are opposite ends of the UK, there's definitely a brotherhood there for life, and it's been fantastic. And on that note, had a very interesting conversation with our Chris Lumpton. Chris and I come up with a little plan that we're thinking on working on. So what we're looking at possibly doing is I'm going to be doing some reviews of the various American cop cars here in the UK, and we're going to do it on this channel with the help of Chris, and also I think it would be fair to say that we'd probably be able to use it as a bit of a marketing tool as well. So those of you that are interested in American cop cars but not quite sure which way to go, then perhaps the content we can put on the channel might well push you in that right direction. And if you're living down this neck of the woods, and Chris has allowed us to use a particular car to do a review on, and that might be a car that you're interested in, then I'm sure there wouldn't be a problem for you to come and have a look at the car, see what you think. And if it's one of those that Chris or Mark have up for sale, then you can talk to them, and then maybe that might be the car for you. So that's looking ahead in the future, something I'm quite excited to hopefully be involved in. And a big plea. So American Rock and Ribs next year, we want you all to come. I believe we're looking at possibly up to about 50 cars there. We had 20 this year. We have a purpose-built police station with a cell in it and all sorts of goodies going on, which Mark Lumpton at the moment is heading up, but there are a few of us that have offered to jump on board and help out there where we can. And next year we will actually video the whole weekend as a big event and do interviews with people that own the cars, get some feedback as to their reasons why they bought American cop cars and so on and so forth. So not like this year, that was my first attempt of putting a big event on YouTube, and I've learnt some things from it already for next year, and we're going to look to see if we can improve the content of that channel, and that'll be on my channel, UK 911 Media Productions, but we'll be doing it in association with the various American cop car groups here in the UK. So that's a little bit of an update on where we are. We're pretty much through most of the year this year. I think we've all had a fantastic year this year with the cars, doing what we do most, and that's getting out there and enjoying them. And I think it's a credit to every single one of you who own the cars to the standards that you will keep the cars up to. And of course, we all know there's still those one or two odd bods out there, unfortunately, that think they're above the law. You're being cracked down on. That's all I will say on that subject. I know factually there are various forces within the UK that are watching us very carefully because of certain individuals. And if you want to know more, just contact me and I'll let you know. But in the meantime, thanks for joining us on this very short little update. I'm hoping that by the end of the month into September I'll be able to bring you some more exciting news on things moving forward. Obviously with Dina Sharon being back, we can introduce what some measures are going to go in place for events that Dean and Sharon have had booked up or potentially booked up, and also give you regular updates as much as we can on what's happening with Rock and Ribs for next year. So to say, thanks very much for joining. If you don't subscribe to the channel, please do. It's totally free. It's going to help me build the channel up, and any ideas you've got of any content you want to see, be most welcome. One of the things that we tried to start earlier in the year was meet the owners and reviews. Basically those that I see on a regular basis. We've done theirs, so I'm reaching out now to other people. I'm sure there's a way we can do it. And also, if you do have cars for sale, obviously I know Mark and Chris Lumpton do on a regular basis. I'm more than happy if you can send me videos, photos, descriptions and things. You can send them to me, then I'm happy to put a video together and include it in one of the episodes that I put out myself on my channel, just to kind of help out. So in the meantime, take care everybody, look after yourselves, look after those cars, and hopefully catch up with you all very, very soon.
Patrolling this green land, from the pine trees to the pastures where the wildflowers grow, watching over good folk, putting on a show. Some folks chase the city lights, the hustle and the speed, but give me open roads and fields, that's all I'll ever need. Simple pleasures, honest work, a life that feels so true. Underneath the Georgia sun, I'll always see it through. Oh, the sheriff of Gordon County, with a sausage roll in hand, sipping on a Dr. Pepper, patrolling this green land, from the pine trees to the pastures where the wildflowers grow, watching over good folk, putting on a show. Yeah, sausage roll and Dr. Pepper as the sun begins to fade. The sheriff of Gordon County, a promise I have made.